travel. Remember how I told you the only thing I missed about having a house was having my trigger? Problem solved. And not only is it great, we didn't have to pay full price. Mom and Randy found it at a yard sale, brand new. Somebody wanted the fundraiser, didn't know what it was worth, so got it for like $200, and then they gave it to me. So thanks, Mom and Randy, for the travel trigger. This will be a lot more travel friendly than our Weber, and I love my Weber Traveler. It's got the wheels and it folds flat, and you can just roll it anywhere. But it's literally as wide as this tailgate. So when it's in the back, it takes up a lot of space.
So
now,
this won't get hit with the fifth one.
It's taller than the other one. So if we don't move it to one side or the other, we're going to strike it with the fifth wheel. Soon enough, I'm going to work it out to where we can have it just in the basement or somewhere other than...
But it'll still fit in the basement better than the other one, for sure.
It would fit in the basement better than the other one, 100%. You'd think it'd be heavier than it is, but it's really kind of light. Probably shouldn't have done that while it's running, but...
And the other one was nice because it had a stand on it. So
right.
Maybe...
So we got to have a picnic table, but the back of the truck works just fine.
Yeah, it works.
So, yeah, I think it'd be great.
Babe, are you playing? Dinner's ready.
We had a little problem with our 12-volt batteries not charging.
Yeah.
And the Grand Design book said to get in and check the fuses on the charger converter. And all those 25 amp fuses are good. All the fusible links are good. There's no reset buttons or anything I'm missing. But I noticed as I was getting in here that we just have this random power cord.
That's a problem.
With a missing connector off of it. Now, this looks to be all tight. There's no label on this box, and I'm not an electrician, so this all seems to be tied into the 12-volt system with, there's a lot of motor switches and retractor switches, so I'm going to assume it has something to do with the slide outs, and the slide outs were great when we hooked them up a while ago. But something's going on, and loose wires are never good, so I'm going to go ahead and repair this and see if maybe if we get lucky and our battery starts charging, and if not, I'll...
So do you know where it's supposed to go?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this was still on. I popped it off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so...
Cool.
Maybe this will fix it. Maybe it won't. I'll let you know soon if our batteries are charging again.
It's an easy fix. Kinda.
There's no like reset button or anything else on it that I can see. Wires look good and tight.
Are you expecting a light, or what makes you think it's not on?
Normally something like this, like a battery charger when it's running, buzzes. And it's warm, but it also has a fan on it.
It's not going.
And the fan's not, but the fan may not always run. So we definitely have something interesting going on with the converter. I'm going to lean towards the bag converter. I'm going to run inside and check the main converter switch behind the couch And if that's good, I might try to reset it one more time, and then I'm probably out of luck until I can get to a Grand Design dealer. But we're gonna self-troubleshoot at home and try to save us a trip to the dealer. So, more to come. So interestingly enough, I think our batteries are indeed charging, regardless of what our convenience center says. We actually did a bench charge on the batteries overnight, and hook them back up. It didn't seem to change anything in the convenience center inside. Talked to Grand Design, kind of leaning towards a bag converter, and they asked me to take some measurements with just a simple multimeter. What's interesting is the batteries are at 13.6 when we're on shore power. They're at 13 when we're not on shore power, and we're actually running off the batteries, which is normal. Both batteries are identical in their measurements. It's very hot, by the way. And pulled the panel off to get to the converter again. Again, checked all the fuses, breakers, relays, blah, 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 and everything's fine. I put the leads on the converter, and the converter's kicking out 13.6 in a small voltage like a trickle charger. So, not sure what it is. I think it's going to be a bad convenience center readout, and we're going to keep working with Grand Design and see if we can repair it. What do you think it is?
It's not pulling. See how narrow his head is? I don't think it's king snake the right color, is he? Kindly is, ain't he?
He don't much like you being that close.
Is that a king snake?
Yeah, I think so. Young one.
He thinks so. He don't know.
Well, it's so young it don't have the right color.
Oh, he's rattling his little tail, Cody. You better. Oh, he's gonna strike at you.
You want to take him home with you, Angela? Wet weather, boy. That starts him turning.
Baby. Oh, Mr. Summer. You silly dog.
Hi, Tater Bug.
What's going on? Y'all got new collars?
Oh.
That's bigger. Not
She
much.
put the brakes on.
Howdy, the truck is dirty!
It looks good. I like
It's
it.
so filthy. And
Boy,
just-
it's humid, ain't it? I got humid. Hi, Cody. I like your truck.
Thank you.
That's nice. I hadn't got to see it.
Just almost saturated in water all the time. But each one of those will come out, and I'll plant those, and then we'll have switches. Each one will make its own vine, multiple vines. There's 4 plants here, and they're all the same species.
I don't eat a lot of this stuff, but the process of it, I can see how it would get really, really addictive.
Oh man, this is fine.
And then the fruit of it, when it comes.
Actually, they're planted really, really deep. Build me another one of them myself. It's gonna be a fucking one. It's gonna be like destined for my death.
What are we learning about?
Arkansas.
Okay. We've lived here our whole lives. Do you really feel necessary to look it up?
Yeah.
All right. We're going to learn about Arkansas. And where are you finding all these facts about Arkansas?
The best source ever. Wiki.
Wikipedia. The one place that you can make up your own version of history. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say about Arkansas.
Arkansas is a subculture of the southern United States. It's come from blending heavy amounts of various European settlers' culture with the culture of African slaves and Native Americans. Southern culture remains prominent in the rural Arkansas Delta and South Arkansas. The Ozark Mountains and the Ouachita Mountains retain their historical mount. All right. Teach me.
I'm going to teach you something about Arkansas.
And ourselves.
The people of Arkansas are stereotyped both by their manners and by being highly religious. Language in Arkansas is a combination of several different subdialects of Southern American English found across the state. The state's culture is also influenced by the economy. Arkansas's cuisine is important to its culture with such foods as barbecue,
Yes.
traditional country cooking,
Yes.
fried catfish and chicken,
Oh, yeah.
wild duck, rice, purple hull peas, okra,
Yep.
or as we call it, okra,
Give us some okra.
apples, fried green tomatoes, or as we would call them, maters, and grits being a part of the Arkansas diet and economy. Now,
You don't like grits.
I don't like a lot of stuff on this, but one thing I will say is there are a lot of cattle farms in Arkansas, and we do have incredible barbecue, and we can cook a fine steak down here or smoke a fine brisket. I'll agree with that. The reputation of Arkansas, as stated by Wikipedia, this is actually kind of funny. Stereotype, which is frequently characterized by a lazy, rural, poor, banjo-playing, cousin-marrying hick community, is applied to Arkansas as its residents and its hillbilly reputation.
Yes. That's our heritage.
That's us.
I'll take the redneckery.
Much of the Arkansas Delta was settled by migrants from Tennessee and Virginia who brought their barbecue traditions. This is something that I like that they mentioned. Some barbecue restaurants, such as McLeod's Barbecue, that's in Hot Springs,
Oh, yeah.
are also known for hot tamales, which are often called Delta-style tamales in the Arkansas
just
Delta.
Tamales. Hot tamales are candy, I think,
And
which I like.
And I know this is supposed to be an educational thing, and I'll educate everybody right now. If you're anywhere near Hot Springs, Arkansas,
Educator.
you have to get to McLeod's Barbecue. And you have to go, if nothing else, for the culture and the history. It's right next down to the Oaklawn horse racing track, which is awesome. The food is
Also
amazing.
very fun and can be family oriented.
McLeod's Barbecue is great. We haven't been there in a couple of years, unfortunately, but I will say the last time we were there, they were a cash-only business.
I think McLeod's changed hands since we've been there.
I think you're
From
right.
what I've heard. So I don't know if they do cash or not anymore. The food is incredible. It was, I know when we went, I shouldn't say now because we haven't been. When we went, it was nothing to look at.
On the outside, it's not
There's
a
nothing pretty.
big fancy restaurant.
The bathrooms are out on the outside and they were rough. There was nothing, but that line was through the door
Yep.
and around the
And
street
around the
corner.
block. It's
just that good. The accent's an important method for Arkansans to identify themselves in Southern culture and is commonly used by those from other regions to link Arkansas to the illiterate, uneducated Southern stereotype.
So hopefully you guys got as entertained from the Wikipedia page on Arkansas and Arkansas culture as we did. Hopefully it made you laugh. It made us laugh, so we thought why not share it with you guys. But anyway, come see Arkansas. And go see Central Arkansas, Lake Ouachita, the Ouachita National Forest, especially if you have time, because it's the best kept secret in the state.
We're wrapping up a little bit. We're gonna go 2 hours from here, from where we've been for a couple weeks. We're gonna go see some more friends, and then we're gonna come back here for just a little bit longer before we hit the road. Wrapping up, getting everything cleaned up. Where are you going? Eris
Try not to step on the clean floor.
Eris is chasing flies. Charlie's squeaking because he's excited and knows something's going on.
He knows it's time.
We've got coats over the chairs. Shades are up. Cabinets are tapped. Floor is clean. We're about ready to go. How are you looking outside?
I'm ready to pull slides in and hook up.